His finest city, San Diego, California. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Aviators of San Diego. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down throw for Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Down the right sideline. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. Purdy. Buying time to his left. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Purdy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DJ Jones drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had
shotgun now with Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Play action. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Marr able to put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Yeah, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Now he's free to midfield. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward
These two
to
coaching
Orlando.
staffs are likely using this
EA
game
Sports
as their
halftime
dress
report
rehearsal
now.
for the
Here's
regular
Jonathan
season.
Coachman.
So some
Take it away,
final
Coach.
adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take back.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Samaje Perine. 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And Lance's throw complete there to McLeod. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a San Diego first down.
On first down, Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Aviators 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown. Ray McCloud, 74 yards.
And the Aviators are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Stidham.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Stidham from the shotgun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
McLeod to return it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 13.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Smash. Smash.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lance.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Being chased out left.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Now Lance going to throw.
Touchdown! Charlie Warner from 6 yards away.
And the Aviators have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here.
Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. And it's a fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
To throw is Stidham. Dropping it off underneath. Here's Pirine.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stidham. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Flush to his right. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And quickly they get to the line.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. He's got room at the 30.
And he gets this one down to the 24.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Here's 2nd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Lance.
Got an open man. It's McLeod.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. Touchdown! Ray McLeod. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Aviators are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Stidham.
He's got Burton here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Stidham.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Stidham. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Moore. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And this one is right through. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had